There has never been a better time to photograph the night sky with your phone. And today what we're talking about is photographing the night sky with your phone, the 5 apps that I use on my Android phone to plan, to photograph and to edit my nighttime photos. Let's get into it. The first app we're going to look at is an editing app, and we're going to look at this photo here. It's a photo I took with the Galaxy S21 Ultra, and there's a meteor falling from the sky right there. Let's open up Snapseed and do a quick edit. What we'll do, we'll use 3 tools that we don't use very often at all in Snapseed. First of all, you've got the looks, and we're going to scan the QR look here. So I'll go up the top here, push that back button, and we'll go to QR look, scan QR look, and scan one of these QRs off my website. And you see there it's made it really saturated, so we'll go into tools, desaturate a little bit. We're going to use the curves tool to increase the blues, the highlights and the shadows of the blues. I quite like that how it is there. That's pretty good. We'll leave it like that. We'll go into tools again, we're going to go to expand, and we're going to make this photo bigger. And that's quite cool. We're going to make it on the left and right. This works quite well with photos like this, but it doesn't work well with all photos. So it's worth giving it a go, and if it works, and if it doesn't, well, you're stuck with the size that you have. The next app is the Light Pollution Map app. This one here is like the desktop version. Light pollution at night time when you're trying to photograph these skies at night, it's the biggest killer that we have. So this sort of thing, this app, this is going to show you where you can go to get away from that light pollution. So where I am right now is in that blue area there, and where I take most of my photos is right there. So it's away from all the light pollution, and I know I'm going to get nice and clear skies. The in-app purchases on this app are things like aurora chasing, weather, terrain, all that sort of stuff. To be honest, you can use it just like it is right now to find out where the light pollution is. Next up is PhotoPills. PhotoPills is my favourite app for finding where the Milky Way is in the night sky. You use it during the daytime, it uses the camera, it uses augmented reality, fast forwards time and dates, and you can see there how it sets up the Milky Way to take photos just above this tree here early in the morning, just like this. Not bad, eh? Let's go on to the next one. Next up we have Adobe Lightroom. It's one of my favourite apps to do editing on astrophotography photos. You've got automatic selection there. It generally doesn't work that well with astrophotography, and you've got to do it all manually. But to kick things off, we might go over to presets, and we'll use one of the presets that's available on my website over at phonephotoschool.com.au. We'll use this one here. You can see the before and after. It's a good start to the edit. We'll go down now into light. We'll make some adjustments. In Lightroom you can use all the different lighting, saturations, white balance, all those sorts of things. The best thing about Lightroom though is you've got a dehazing tool, and this one here, the noise reduction tool. It's a really powerful tool because we use a lot of ISO, high ISO in our nightscape images. Adobe Lightroom, it's a fantastic tool. Let's get going. Next up we have the ISS detector. The ISS is the International Space Station, and if you live somewhere where there's a lot of light pollution, this can be a really interesting subject to photograph in the night sky. It moves really fast, so it takes a bit of planning. Set your phone up on a tripod, shoot for 30 seconds, and you can end up with some pretty interesting photos. Looks like this one just here, looks like a shooting star, but that is the International Space Station. When you get this app, all you need to do is turn it on, make sure you give it the appropriate authorization, and it knows exactly where you are in the world. The best time to photograph the ISS is about an hour, maybe 2 hours before and after sunset or sunrise. So the sky is dark, but the International Space Station is still quite bright, and that sucker moves fast. So you can see here, and you can plan ahead as to where the space station will fly over. The little compass there will show you roughly the direction that it's going to be on, and you'll also have the elevation. The really cool thing about this app is that you can see live video from the International Space Station right now. So right now it's on the other side of the world, so it's a little bit dark, but that's kind of cool. ISS detector. It's a really, really good fun thing to photograph in the night sky, especially when you can't see the Milky Way. So they are my most used apps on my Android phone to capture the night sky. I'd love to hear from you guys if you look at any others that I haven't used here today. If you're new here, I do 2 videos each and every week all about small sensor photography, generally at low light, and we do some pretty cool things each and every week. If you have subscribed, you're a bloody legend. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you twice a week. I'll catch you later.
The blackbird inside your chest that calls on you to cry. You decided it was time for him to fly out of the darkness and into the light.